She arrived before the story was supposed to start. A fool. 24 hours early. There was no grand orchestra swell, no prophecy whispered on the wind, just the quiet click of a garden gate and a girl standing where she shouldn't be. Not yet. Anyway, I was still setting the stage, you see, arranging the moonlight to fall just so on the ancient sundial, scattering a few more fallen leaves for that perfect autumn melancholy. The villain was still practicing his evil laugh in the mirror 3 towns over, and the wise old mentor was, at that very moment, probably still trying to figure out his new smart TV remote. But there she was, Elora. Her name wasn't even supposed to be known until Chapter 3. She looked around, her eyes wide with a confusion that mirrored my own. She was supposed to arrive tomorrow, drawn by the mysterious celestial alignment, ready to find the hidden map and begin her epic quest. Today, however, was just a Tuesday. The celestial alignment was still, well, aligning, and the map was still tucked away safely in my draft folder, waiting for its cue. She took a step forward, her worn leather boots crunching on the gravel path I'd just laid. "Hello," she called out, her voice clear and a little nervous. It was exactly the voice I'd written for her, but it was speaking the wrong lines at the wrong time. I, the narrator, the architect of this grand adventure, was panicking. This wasn't in the script. What do you do when your main character decides to ad-lib the entire beginning? Elora walked towards the sundial, her fingers tracing the carved numerals. She wasn't meant to see this yet. This was the spot where she was supposed to have a flashback, a sudden memory of a forgotten childhood promise. Right now, it was just a fancy lawn ornament. She tilted her head. "This feels important," she murmured to herself. "Of course it feels important," I wanted to shout. I spent weeks designing it, but my voice was just the rustle of the leaves, the whisper of the wind sounds she was written to ignore. This was a disaster. Or was it? The hero's journey is all about the unexpected, right? About overcoming unforeseen obstacles. I had meticulously planned every twist and every turn, every challenge she would face, but I had never planned for the biggest challenge to be the hero herself, going off script before the story even began. Maybe this was better. The raw, unfiltered discovery, the genuine confusion. It was more real than anything I could have written. She looked up at the sky, at the half-hearted pre-alignment glow. "I feel like I'm supposed to be here," she said. A little more confidently this time, "but I also feel like I'm missing something. You and me, both. Kid, you're missing a dragon, a magical amulet, and a very dramatic thunderstorm that was scheduled for tomorrow evening." So, I had a choice. I could try to force things back on track, maybe have a sudden, unseasonable fog roll in and make her get lost until the next day. Or I could lean into it. I could rewrite the world around her in real time. Forget the grand prophecy. Let's see what happens when a hero is driven by pure, unscripted instinct. I made my decision. We'd a silent narrative sigh. I let the ancient map slip from its designated hiding spot, not with a magical shimmer, but with a mundane little flutter. It landed near her feet, looking like nothing more than a discarded piece of paper. The story wasn't starting tomorrow. It was starting now, with a girl, a sundial, and a narrator who had just thrown the entire outline out the window. This was going to be interesting. Let's see where she takes us. Thanks for watching. And be sure to subscribe to find out what happens when the story writes itself.